All right, guys, Anthony here, Super Service. Got Jason's truck. It's pretty freaking close. We got new fan clutch. We went ahead and put Murray fan clutch. Put a coolant pump in it. Whoa, back up. Got the driven diesel hose. We're gonna do the Edge CTS2 with fuel pressure and exhaust gas out of the BD manifolds. Got our Y pipe on with the up pipe, and he also got our intake, but it's not ours. And I don't know if I'm gonna be worried about it or not, because when they welded this whole intake flexed. I mean, it's warped. It's warped pretty freaking bad. I mean, we got it sucked down, but when I put the when I tightened our manifold on there, that piece right there is down, buried in the whole world. That, when I put that on there, boy, it made some noises. So let's just hope that it didn't tweaked enough that, I don't know, we'll see, because you could absolutely tell. I mean, I would assume that is why they did not, why they quit cutting and porting them out, and they went to just casting them so that they're already opened up and ported out. Because cutting and welding, doing that much welding on there, warped the heck out of it. But got a KC turbo in it, got Colt cam, stage 2 cam, new engine harness. There you go, Bob. Belt's on right. I don't know about turbo, man. I mean, I don't know. Look, it's whatever. I mean, didn't seat all the way. I mean, it just didn't go all the way. I mean, I don't know. Freaking sucks. I spent about 30 minutes on that thing trying to get it in there, and it's not happy. But there's still enough flange on it that the clamp is actually on it. It just sucks that I mean, barring me doing some work to it, I mean, it is touching the engine harness on the bottom. But, and Jason, this is an 03. I know you thought that this was a late model, but this is an 03 housing, so you got to use your pedestal. Next is, I mean, I'm almost buttoned up on the engine side of it. Put the fan stator on, get the fan on, and I'm pretty much just about ready to drop the cab. We got all these, clean all these up. I got to put all them back on. And what else we got here? Oh, Jason, you got a bank error in your favor, because yeah, I kind of sold your IPR valve. So I bought you a new one. It's a Ford one. I bought you a new Ford IPR valve. I was like, yeah, I mean, you was in the right place at the right time, I guess, so I just went ahead and bought a new one. I didn't look in I didn't see any in the boxes. I didn't see that you already had one, but yeah, you got a new one. So, I mean, it wouldn't hurt anyways, heck with it, you know. Throw a new one in it with all this new harness and all this new, everything new. Might as well put a new IPR valve in it too. Oh, your ICP sensor. I did notice that you got a new ICP sensor in the package. That is your old one. The ICP sensor takes about 45 seconds to change. So yours is still brand new in the package. And I mean, I know they do fail. 05s do fail. They don't fail as much as the 03s, but they do fail. I don't know. I mean, we can change it like really in a second. And I'm not decided yet whether or not we even want to use the old one. If you wanted to, we might just go ahead and throw the new one on. Just because it's so easy to get to. I mean, we don't have to do anything. I mean, it's like, just boom, take it out. It like jumps out of the truck all by itself. I mean, you just think about it and it just jumps out on the table. So, what else we got here? I got to put the exhaust together. We did get this. We cleaned all the burrs up out of it. There's still the ridge there. I mean, we kind of cut away from it, trying to clean it up to smooth it. But we did make this one piece. I think it looks pretty good. That's the factory weld, which, I mean, you know, I don't know. This Silverline exhaust, the welds could absolutely be a lot better. I mean, they absolutely could be a heck of a lot better. It's pretty freaking, this sucks pretty bad. I mean, damn. You know, I kind of suggested the Silverline, and now I kind of feel bad because the welds could be a lot. I mean, as far as fitment, it seems like everything is good on the fitment. We might put band clamps on it further back just so we can adjust it, and then you know, it can always be welded. But that is behind the firewall. You're not touching that. So I wanted that one piece all sealed up. I didn't want no clamp on it. I wanted to clear transmission dipstick, transmission lines, and the frame, and the transmission cross member right there. And right now we put that on, it will clear it. Probably should have went ahead and bolted it on before I started this video. But what else we got? I don't even know. Just a whole bunch of newness. Fuel pumps all taken apart. We got all the attachments for the transmission harness and the chassis harness all cleaned up and put back together. We'll take the fuel pressure sensor and run that. This is the driven diesel hose. I really like it. We'll run it along with the main engine harness, and it'll come up right here at the firewall. It'll be it'll be a good setup. You did have brand new hoses, and I was really leery. It's just that they're brand new. They were freaking new. We went ahead and got a new coolant Y pipe, but I mean, the upper and lower radiator hoses were freaking new. That is what was on the truck when it showed up here. Like new. Now that hose is going to be I'm going to be real sad if it has a little weep or something right here, because generally on a job like this, I would say when they come into this bay, a radiator hose is a one-time only use. If you take it off, put another new one on, because a job of this caliber is not acceptable to have a little seep, drip, anything. It's got to be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and gamble at the risk that I'm gonna be climbing down in there and replacing this rat hose if it does drip, but it'll probably be fine, because it is, like, I mean, ridiculously new. It really is. It's brand new, like brand new. So let's see, we did get the caps back on. Look at that. Yep, that little rubber cap right there. See, now the new engine harness comes with a different coolant temp sensor connector right there. We got the cap on the, let me see if I can see it in here. The oil pressure switch or oil temp sensor. Yep. All right, so, and then on the dipstick. So just little stuff like that. I mean, you know, will it break the truck? Nah, but did get a new Ford 6.4 starter from Ford. That's pretty freaking cool. Got a new adapter flange for on top of the oil cooler. I mean, Jason has got so many parts, it's kind of crazy. He's got 2 solid turbo feed tubes, 2 of them. Hell yeah. I haven't taken this off. I will take these bolts out one at a time once I get the belt on, because I don't want to put the holder on here. I'd rather not scratch it. I'll take the belt, put the belt on. That'll hold it pretty good. And then I actually blue Loctite these bolts. I'll blue Loctite those, just because yeah, it's not an option to have that. And I put a little bit of sealant right there, because I don't know how many of you guys go to take your oil fill cap off and the whole thing spins with it. Yeah, that's not an option. No, that's not an option here. So I seal it all up, because it also is a weep point oil can seep out of there. So we don't, sure as heck don't want that. I mean, this is a 10 over balanced rotating assembly, total engine rebuild. We're gonna find out what it does with that Colt stage 2 cam. Full set of injectors, got a full set of Ford remans. His Fickum harness was brand new. It was new, so I reused it. None of the tabs were broken, none of the tabs are broke. Everything clicked in on the back of the Fickum. We also have a brand new, or probably a reman, who knows, Ford Fickum. Yeah, new Ford Fickum. What else? You know, sometimes when we get a job of this extreme, this much, it's hard to remember everything we do. I mean, I did go ahead and paint your front, or Darian actually did, paint your front drive shaft. Went ahead and painted it so it matches the back. Probably should have painted this lip right here. Probably should have. Dang it. What else we got? I mean, it looks good. Let's get ready to drop the kit. Well, before we fire it, we will go live. We'll go live. If Jason's not here, maybe we'll go live even if Jason is here. I'll let Jason run the camera when we first fire it up. He's flying in. He'll be here tomorrow morning. He's flying from Washington, D.C. And Jason, I hadn't even mentioned it to you yet, but it might be kind of crazy, and I don't know who all's coming with you here, but I might want to hitch a ride back to Washington, D.C. with you. My son is playing he's marching in the Cherry Blossom Parade, and that is this weekend. So I want to, you know, hitch a ride and actually ride with you all the way back, and then either we'll fly back or rent a car back, or maybe ride on the bus with the band back. I don't know. But we're kind of, Julie thinks I'm crazy, but I'm really thinking maybe, who knows, if you got room, we might fill your truck up with people and drive out to the East Coast. I'll just ride with it and make sure it's all good. Hell yes. I don't know. No, that's, let's see. Yeah, this is kind of my last video before the cab goes down. I've still got probably a little bit of time messing with the exhaust to get it somewhat. I mean, I at least want it as friendly as I can from here back, but from the turbo down to here, it's got to be done. I don't want to ever have to touch that again. I don't want you to have to touch with it. I don't want nobody to mess with it. But back on the back, I mean, I don't know, because Jay is Jake's Performance. He's about 1,000 feet north of us in his own shop. He's who welds for us. And I'll tell you what, he's a welder. He's a fabricator. He's not a welder. He's a fabricator. And I asked him about going through and putting his touch on this exhaust. And I'm not sure that our time frame will allow it. And I'm also not sure that, because he actually charges by the minute on jobs like this, on not like this, but on his fabrication jobs. I mean, it's by the minute, you know, which is, I mean, I don't blame him, shoot, because he does some freaking, you know, it's highly skilled labor. So who knows? Fuel's all primed, ready to go. Oil's been primed. Everything's full, so hell yes. Get ready to take the table down, put the exhaust on, put the fan on, fan stator, Loctite the bolts. I still got a little list of stuff, but I wanted to show it real quick. Just walk around before I put the fan on, because once you put the fan on, it covers everything. And I know, you know, I put lines on there because those are torque to yield. But I mean, those of you that watch us, you know, all of our jobs look like this. You know, I mean, they all do. I mean, take a little extra time. Let's make it nice. Look at the block. It's all painted back in there. I like that. I think it's freaking cool. It's nice. Have a little act like we give a ding, right? Yeah, hell, I mean, same with like the grounds. You can't really see that there, but we do grind off on the grounds. We got good grounds everywhere. On there, it's all ground off. I mean, we paint the frame, but we still want to functionality. We want it to work, so all that's ground off. Pretty long video, holy crap, 15 minutes. All right, guys, thought I'd show it. Jason's truck. Probably be the last video 4 cab down. We'll video or go live or something before we fire it up. All right, guys, have a good day.